I thank the Speaker. I want to yield 3 minutes to the gentleman, Mr. Lawler of New York, a very passionate supporter of our ally Israel and a senior member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee.
Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you to my colleague from Arkansas, and thank you, Mr. Speaker. 2 weeks ago, I was in Israel with Chairman McCall and Ranking Member Meeks and a bipartisan delegation, and we met with Prime Minister Netanyahu and watched a 21-minute unedited raw footage of the October 7th terrorist attack, and watched Hamas terrorists indiscriminately kill women, children, babies. Watch them take innocent civilians hostage, including Doran Katz Asher and her 2 daughters, Raz and Aviv. Doran's uncle is a constituent of mine in the 17th Congressional District of New York. We met with families of the hostages, including the brother of Emily Hand. I sat next to him as he tearfully told his sister's story, bringing the rest of us to tears as he talked about the fact that his 8-year-old sister would spend her 9th birthday, the Friday after our meeting, alone, held captive by Hamas terrorists. A few weeks ago in New York City, I met with the mother of your Yaakov and Yagil Yaakov, a 13 and 16-year-old young men who were held captive. All of them have since been released. And I want to thank the administration for negotiating to get their release. But let's be clear. Hamas is a vile, barbaric, terrorist organization. We hear members calling for a ceasefire. There was a ceasefire on October 6th. And in fact, there have been 8 ceasefires in 15 years, each time violated by Hamas. This most recent one, the biggest slaughtering of Jews since the Holocaust, 240 innocents taken away from their families. And so while they are releasing hostages, it's not enough. I have a simple way for this to end. If people want a ceasefire, Hamas must surrender. It's that simple. We want these hostages home, and we want to make sure that the innocent lives lost is not in vain.
I yield the gentleman an additional minute.
We saw yesterday news reports that Hamas would not release a 10-month-old baby, and in fact was turning that baby over to another terrorist organization. That is the type of people, if you can even call them that you are dealing with. The United States must do everything it can to stand by its greatest ally in the Middle East and indeed across the world, the State of Israel. And we will vote on a resolution that makes it clear not only does Israel have a right to exist, they have a right to defend themselves, and the only way that this ends peacefully is for Hamas to surrender. I yield back.